Hey YouTubers, what's up? Yeah, it's me, Phil Lamar, with another episode of The Would-Be Chef. Today we're actually going to be grilling a London broil steak. We're going to be doing this together. This is my first time ever grilling a London broil. Normally I broil them in the oven or wrap them in foil. However, I think I've discovered a new way to marinate a London broil steak that makes it absolutely soft, juicy, and just melt in your mouth. We're going to be doing this together, so I'm going to show you the method I'm going to use before we actually put this on the grill. Okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey guys, and here we are. So, this is a choice cut New York London broil. Absolutely delicious looking. Look at the color of that meat. Nice and red. Already soft, so this is definitely a prime choice cut. Of course, we're going to leave some fat in there because we want that to help the meat to actually grill when it goes on the grill. Let me show you what we're going to use as a marinade. I'm going to open this package up and get it ready, okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, here we are. So we're back at it. The London broil, of course, came out of the package. I told you about the color of your meat, right? Make sure that when you're buying steak, that the steak is a nice red color. Also, that's got a little bit of fat in there, because no matter if you're going to broil it, if you're going to bake it, of course we're going to grill this, you want that fat so that it soaks in. It helps keep moisture inside the meat. Some people like their steak really well done. I don't like it well done. It's too darn hard and too chewy. But let me show you how we're going to marinate this so when it does go on the grill, watch the way it slices through. Hold on. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you know a lot about grapefruit, but this pink grapefruit is really acidity. This stuff will break down any type of muscle. I mean anywhere from chicken to a beef rib, wow, even lamb, and we're talking like even the backside and chuck on a cow. When you really have a tough muscle, you want to be able to break that meat down so that that meat actually becomes very soft and tenderized. So yeah, you guessed it, we're going to squeeze some of this grapefruit juice right over top of this London broil. Hold on, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and here you go. So the grapefruit has been squeezed out over this London broil. You can see I still have some of the grapefruit meat on top of it, which is also going to help to break this very, very tough muscle down. The next thing I'm going to use, which is going to go on top of this, is I have right here a 1/3 of a cup of mango. Now this is squeezed out mango juice that I'm also going to add on top of this grapefruit as well. Again, mango is kind of acidity as well, but it's also going to give this meat a little bit of flavor on top of that. Next thing I'm going to use is we're going to put in a teaspoon of salt. So let's get some salt sprinkled all over that, okay? There we go. And we're going to use a teaspoon of pepper. And a tad bit of garlic salt. There we go. We didn't even use all the garlic salt. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip this over so that the proportions of the salt, pepper, and the garlic salt will get mixed in on both sides, okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the marinade mixture has been put around the entire London broil from top to bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to close this up for roughly about 20 to 30 minutes. Let me show you how quick grapefruit works as a marinade goes. Remember we were talking about the stream of fat right here, which is really good for the grill? Take a look at this. Look at that. The meat is already starting to separate out from the fat. This is how good of a marinade that grapefruits are. They are really, really good with marinating tough meat. Wow. Look at this, man. This is breaking down really good already. Mmm. The flavor is absolutely excellent. Okay, I'm going to cover this up for about 30 minutes, and we're going to throw it on the grill. All right, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, guys, so while my steak is still marinating, it's only been marinating for about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to still let it sit probably for about another 15 to 20 minutes. I should give time for the grapefruit, mango, salt, pepper, and garlic salt to sink into the mussel. Okay, so here, we got the grill all set up. Getting ready to fire this puppy up. As soon as these coals get nice and white, I'm going to show you just where and how to lay your steak so that it'll cook nice and slow, but absolutely even. Hold on, I'll be right back. There she is, all lit up. I usually like to put my grates over top of my fire from the coal so that it'll actually cook off any leftover meat or anything that I was cooking with. So this will all get brushed down with my wire brush. And at the same time, what's actually happening is that these grates are going to be super hot. So when that steak goes on, yeah, it's going to start browning instantly. Alright, we're going to be back in about 15 minutes. We'll see you soon. Alright guys, so here we are. This is what you call a 30-minute marinade. Again, this is done with a grapefruit, with a real mango, salt, pepper, and garlic salt. Okay, this has been 30 minutes now. If you look at it, take a look at this one here. The meat's already getting a little bit brown, which means that, yeah, the marinade's sinking in. And let me show you something really incredible. Since we didn't use, a tenderizer, look at this. This is my brush. Watch this. This is just wood. Oh my God, it's just sinking into the steak like like gum. Look at that. Like, wow, it's just going right in. Which means that this is definitely pretty well marinated. Okay, we're going to set this on. I'm going to lower the fire down, and we're going to start grilling. Here goes our first piece. What I want to do is, because my grates are already hot, I am not going to set my steak directly on top of my fire. I'm actually going to set it around the fire, because for the simple fact that I don't want it to burn, and I don't want it to cook too fast. I need this to cook through very slow, so that the inside of the steak and the outside of the steak stays very tender. You'll see that when we get a chance to start cutting it, how tender it's going to turn out. Alright, let's drop the grill down, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we lowered the fire down. We're going to close the lid on this puppy, and we're going to let it cook for a little bit. I'll come back and check on this in about 15 minutes, okay? And there we are. See you in about 15. Sorry about the pausing, but here we are, 15 minutes later, we're back. Let's take a look at the other side of this London broil. Oh yeah, that's starting to look really, really good. This one is actually starting to sizzle a bit, so we can actually flip him as well. Oh, nice, nice. Now, if you recall, the marinade that I had, actually had some of it left over. And what you're going to do with this is you're actually going to brush this on your steak, and you're going to constantly brush this on until your steak is actually done. What I've done with mine is I've added like a half of a teaspoon of paprika, a little bit of smoke sauce to it, and of course just the original marinade. And since I flipped that over 15 minutes ago, now I'm going to brush them. Again, what's going to happen is this marinade is just going to keep on cooking into the meat. Look at this. Look, wow, look at that. Look at how soft. Just going to keep on cooking in to keep breaking the steak down. Again, steak is a very, very tough muscle. I was reading somewhere, I forget where, but I was reading somewhere about this particular muscle and what the tendons are like that are running through this muscle. They say the tendons are very, very tight, and it keeps this muscle together really close, which is probably what makes steak pretty freaking tough to start with, just like a tri-tip, you know, or even a rump roast. And rump roast, of course, a lot of people put those in their crock pots or pressure cookers and things like that to actually break down a rump roast. And of course, you could also put it in the oven and bake it. Okay, so we're going to leave this for 15 minutes as well. We'll be back to check on it, and then we're going to flip it over. Okay? See you in 15. We're back. So this is 15 minutes later. This is the other side. Look at how that's cooked up. Wow, nice grill color. Looking great. So we're going to go again with the leftover marinade and the other stuff that I added to it, and we're going to brush this side now. The idea of this is, so that we don't have to keep going over it, is that the more of this marinade you keep on the steak, the softer it's going to get. The easier it's going to be to cut. The easier it's going to be able to digest. So you're not like, you know how some people will cook steak and tri-tip, man, you're chewing on that shit for days, like fucking bubble gum. I mean, you're actually fucking ripping your teeth apart, you know what I mean? Horrible. So, this is the actual idea of why I'm brushing this on. And if you can look, I'm just pushing with my brush. Look how soft this is, man. Look at this. So you can see that. Wow. This is just like super, super soft, you know? So by the time I go to cut this, it's basically just gonna, you'll probably cut it with a butter knife, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We're gonna give that a try as soon as it's done. Okay, I'll see you back in 15. Okay, and we're gonna flip it again and do another marinade. Oh, and I almost forgot. Here's the very end. What I like to do is I like to add actually smoked chips. So I have some natural cherry tree wood right here. This is actually off of a cherry tree, like that produces cherries. This is going to get split down. A couple of these chips are going to actually go in with my coals, which is going to actually give the meat a better smoke flavor and brown it better too. So if you want to use smoked chips, you can use smoked chips, or you can just go with the smoke sauce in your marinade. Okay, we'll see you in 15. We'll be right back. We've already flipped and brushed the other side. So it's been 15 minutes later, so we're actually going to flip and brush the first side that we did earlier. This is our third flip here. Look at the color of that, man. Look at how that marinade's cooking in. And then look at this. Look at how tender that is. And that's even without using a tenderizer, okay? Again, 30-minute marinade. I'm showing you what to do. Just in case you're going to do a quick, fast barbecue and you have a lot of guests coming over, you don't have a lot of time to let your meat sit in the fridge for overnight. I mean, some people do. Sometimes I don't. I just like to barbecue on a whim. So I discovered this 30-minute tenderizer actually by mistake. So I was actually just trying to add some flavor to some chicken I was barbecuing. Decided I wanted to do a lemon flavor with a grapefruit, ginger, you know, with some salt. So, Christ, once I was done, man, the chicken just completely came off the bone. The object of why we're going to constantly keep brushing this is so the marinade constantly keeps on cooking into the meat. So this will probably be done in about the next 35 to 40 minutes. Again, fire's still down, meat's still on top because I want it to cook slow. As these chips start to burn out, what I do, again I told you I added smoke sauce to my marinade, so I'm actually going to throw in a smoked chip. And once that smoked chip goes in, of course it's going to smoke, and it's actually going to give this a nice smoky flavor, and it's going to brown the meat. Alright, we'll see you back in 15. We're going to do one more flip, and then we're going to start smoking this puppy. See you in a minute. Hey guys, here we are, back 15 minutes later. This is the third flip, so we're going to go ahead and brush this opposite side third time. Now, I'm only going to do this one more time, and then I'm going to actually throw my smoked chip in. So while this is basting on top, the smoked chip's going to get ready to go on the bottom. And that's where I'm going to get a nice smoke flavor on this New York London broil. Wow. If you were just here smelling this and seeing the color of this, man, you guys would be like, whoa. This is definitely awesome. Look at that. Whoa. The fork's about to slip out of that puppy. That's freaking how soft they are right now. So I'm gonna get this grate up, and we're gonna get our smoked chip inside. Oops, sorry about my finger. Hold on, I'll be right back. There you go. The smoked chips are inside. I only added 2 because I don't want this to have too much smoky flavor. I don't want my meat to turn out really dark and black. Because remember, when you're smoking meat, it's going to get much browner than its original color. Alright, let's get this grate back on. We're going to let this smoke and give it one last brush. And we'll get the finished product off the grill. See you in about 15. Alright guys, we're back. Here's another 15 minutes. So far this has been cooking for 1 hour. So far. This is going to be the last brush of marinade that's going to go on. This meat is very, very tender on the inside, nice and tender on the outside. Definitely well cooked, absolutely cooked all the way through. Again, some people kind of like theirs medium rare, some like it rare, some like it well done. I just like it cooked. That smoke chip is burning up. You can see there's not that much smoke left. So since we flipped it, we're going to let that smoke chip burn out. Then we're going to pull this puppy off. So far we have 1 hour and 15 minutes with this 30-minute marinade and New York London broil. Alright, once that chip burns out, buddy, we're going to take this puppy off. We're going to chop it up and see what it looks like on the inside. I'll see you in the last 15 minutes. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, and that's it. This is the last 15 minutes this whole process took for cooking. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Of course, this is really all about a quick and fast marinade, which I call the 30-minute marinade. The steak looks great. We're going to pull it off. We're going to go inside. We're going to slice into it and take a look at the inside to make sure it's absolutely cooked. Alright, I'll see you back in just a second. Hey guys, so we're fresh off the grill and we're in the house. Now look at this. Oh my god, we're going to cut into this and see if we're well done or not, okay? Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at this. Oh my god. This is the 30-minute marinade, and I'm talking, wow. Look at how this steak is just look at this. It's just cutting through with no, I'm not even putting any pressure on this. Oh my god, look at that. Absolutely well done on the inside. Wow. So, this was a London broil steak that I actually did a 30-minute marinade on. Again, you guys heard what I did. Look at this steak. Your guests are going to be so happy with this. I mean, I could probably go get a butter knife and actually cut through this because it's cutting through so well. So, there it is. We're actually going to have this for dinner. I'm going to show you what else is going to be going with it in just a minute. But, yeah, this was a 3.5 pound London broil steak that I did with a 30-minute marinade. Alright? I'm going to show you everything else that's going to go next to this as soon as I come back. Oh, and steak is never any good without A1 sauce. So make sure you get yourself some wonderful A1 sauce if you can. Whip it up yourself. You can actually use some chili powder, some smoked sauce. Take a little bit of tomato paste, and you can whip this down, man, and actually make your own steak sauce. So, we're going to serve this up with something else, and I'll show you as soon as I come back. Alright guys, and here we are. It's the finished product. So, this was a 30-minute marinade, again, on a London broil that was actually cooked and smoked for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Absolutely cut through wonderful. Of course, we're serving this up with something I had made earlier. This is actually rigatoni noodles with a shrimp. So this is a shrimp rigatoni noodle with a stir fry in it. So I actually added some broccoli, carrots, and some snow peas to this. And of course, I'm using a cream sauce on top of it. So yeah, this actually goes together well with the steak. When I actually do this shrimp with rigatoni noodles next time, I'm going to do a video on that and show you how I make it. When I really make it, I like to do what's called a shrimp fettuccine with Alfredo. And of course, this is an Alfredo sauce. This is being topped on. I just decided to add some stir fry to it, and wow, it turned out fantastic. Alright, I hope you guys liked this video and that it was instructional. Now you know how to do an absolutely 30-minute marinade. So you're having a party, you're having guests coming over, you want a barbecue, quick, fast, in a hurry, you want your meat to come out nice and tender. Follow the methods that I showed you, and you're going to end up with the same results. Don't forget to always leave likes, comments, hates if you want to, or any way I can make this better, okay? Alright, this is Phil Lamar with another episode of The Would-Be Chef. See you next time. Bye now.